Hello and welcome. This is the Eye of the Hand. The eye sees everything. Today's date, don't really give a fuck. Time is man-made. 22nd, I believe. 21st or 22nd here. I don't care really. The only thing I care about is getting this information out. People need a complete understanding of what is going on, what has happened, and what is going to happen. And sometimes the only way we can figure out what's going to happen next is to go back to the past to figure out our future. When we see a trend, all right, this video here is going to be a little bit of a different type of video that I'm doing here. I figured out how to get the recorder to record me, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me that isn't a blessing. Anyways, I've noticed a pattern with the guns. I've noticed a pattern with the food shortaging going on and crop damage. They're taking precautionary measures. They're testing things out. They're testing bombs on, like Texas, they're testing out the bombs on people in their houses before they want to see if these things are going to work. And then all of a sudden the bomber blew himself up. So are we ever going to get an ID from this guy, or are they just covering their tracks? Bridges, there was a video, somebody caught this guy lowering two book bags down over a line, a wire, next to the middle of the bridge. You see, they don't need to take down the whole bridge. They just need to wipe out a section that separates, so that way cars can't drive over. You understand? They're trying to stop people from being mobile to be able to go from one town to another or from one city to another. You know, highways, infrastructures. Why do you think they haven't been working on our infrastructures, ladies and gentlemen? And this is going to be another video, but I'm going to put all the pictures where they need to be. I'm going to put it in order. I'm working on something huge, something so big, so undeniable that the Pope himself couldn't refute it for nothing. I don't give a shit. But so the gun grabs, the crop shortages, the weather patterns, they're setting up for a complete hostile environment. They know that everything's going to get hostile. People are going to go violent for food. People are going to kill people for food. So they're disarming America now, and they're doing it in other countries. But what happens when you, the citizen, you, the people, have no more guns, but the law has the guns? Well, people are going to listen to the people with the guns when they're going like this to you. Get in the van. Now. You're not going to have any protection anymore. They're getting ready to implement a new system. The stock markets are crashing. They are ready for everything. But don't fear. They're going to let people wipe each other out in the most brutal, violent way without guns. They want people to stab and kill with their bare hands. They want to see how much Vikingness is still in the people, or how much they instilled into the people through their TV and propaganda and programming through the centuries and the years. They're going through our kids to do the gun grab. They've tried to grab the guns before. They've tried to restrict guns before, and they seen it wasn't working. The NRA wasn't backing down. Congress and Senate wasn't fucking going for it. Well, they know that through the kids, things shall change, because the kids are our future. And I remember a verse in the Bible that says that, don't even get me started. Anyways, they knew that if they went in and killed enough people, if enough schools had enough shootings, 21 school shootings this year alone. We're not even out of the third month, the first quarter of the year yet, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you see a fucking trend, a pattern here? I mean, we've had school shootings before, but not like this. This is the year that everything gets flipped upside down. And I hope people would see that. But let's take a trip to the past. Let's take a trip to the past. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Key word. Was. All right? Was. Keep in mind, and I want you to listen.
Whom art thou like in thy greatness? Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon, with fair branches, and with a shadowing shroud, and of an high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs. The waters made him great, the deep set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants, and sent out her little rivers unto all the trees of the field. There
Do you understand that? I don't gotta tell you no more. Take a look at the images. Take a look at the images. We've got proof that there's trees out there that are bigger than all the trees of the earth, just from this one on the top left. Now, I had to take a couple screenshots from Woodward TV. I tell you what, if you hadn't seen his channel, I advise you scoot right over there and watch every single video he's ever made. Woodward TV is probably, it is the most mind-blowing research he has ever done. And I did a little investigating and a little research into him. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. Respectful. Very respectful. But his whole purpose is to help you understand by giving you a complete walkthrough with factual information. It's all fact. He does not beat around the bush. And he'll tell you if it's not fact. He'll say so. He'll say he's assuming or he thinks. Now, he doesn't have to assume. He already knows. He's not a dumb man. Okay? I don't know if you guys heard my yesterday's recording about that donation thing. Yeah, I scrubbed that shit. I don't want that on there. I don't want it on my video. I don't like it. Never did. I figured I'd give it a try. I need a new computer, but problem solved. I'm getting a new computer. I'm going to be picking one up on the 1st of this month coming up here. As you understand, I live paycheck to paycheck when it comes to Social Security. My story was I was stabbed 7 times. I had 2 collapsed lungs, both sides. I had, but these were 2 separate incidences. I got stabbed 4 times. The first time on my left side, and the second time I got stabbed 3 times. Once was in my back, in my spine. I've been hit by Ford F-150s, them big gigantic ones at 40 miles an hour. Had my toe ripped apart, ground into the concrete. Doesn't even look like anything's ever happened to me. It doesn't. You would never be able to tell I've been stabbed. There's no post-traumatic stress disorder that's all in people's heads. I mean, yeah, can it have an effect? Can you be scared because of a traumatizing situation? Sure. I'll tell you something. It didn't affect me. I didn't even think about death. And I did die. Trust and believe that. On my way to be airlifted to Albany Med. Okay? That's my story. And no, it wasn't over drugs. And no, it wasn't over alcohol. I just got back from seeing my kid. And it's fucked up to say. She's dead already. God rest her soul. She died face down on a plate of mashed potatoes. She hired a guy to try to take my life because she thought I was cheating on her. She was wrong. And she attempted to have my life taken. Do we understand what I'm saying? So God snatched her up, sent her ass to hell. She had a brain aneurysm and fell face first into her mashed potatoes and drowned. They found mashed potatoes in her lungs. So it goes to show you what God is capable of doing to people. You understand? Now, I care about this world that we live on, and I care about the human race, God's creation. But one thing that does aggravate me is to know what our government is doing. You understand? Where they're going. Everybody can see where they're going. The stock markets are fixing to crash so they can replace the dollar with the cryptocurrency. It's going to be an overnight thing. I proved it in my video. It's just going to happen. But they're going to let people take each other out first. So that way when they do go to the cryptocurrency, all they got to do is clean up the bodies. The people that are left, they're thinning out the herd. Just like that movie, The Thinning. But with that being said, guys, this is just a quick video. I just wanted to give you a little insight here. God is speaking through us. Amen? Like, share, and subscribe.